Hey, hey, Susan Burrell here, Empowering Chats. And this year is going to be all about empowerment for myself, for my team, really focusing on how that empowerment works in our lives, how it affects us. And so part of the empowerment I am just so happy to announce is that we are going to start journey circles. And what they are, everybody, is it's going to be a 6-week book study with me in person or on Zoom of the book, my book, Live an Empowered Life, a 30-day journey book. And I'm really excited about it because, okay, I'll own up. Oh my gosh. I had somebody hug me over the holidays and say, I got a really good book for you as I was stressing out over the turkey. And she said, it's called Live an Empowered Life, a 30-day journey. And so, so the journey circles are not only for you, but they are also for me because I always do the work. And clearly it's time for me to dig a little deeper into my self-awareness and empowerment. So they'll be in person. There will be a registration page on the website, susanburrell.com. And you can register and you can sign up. There's 2 different sessions. You'll see the first one starts January 21st. And what we're going to do is we're going to support each other in small groups to really get the work done, because I've been listening and hearing people say, oh yeah, I started the book, but I put it down. I got busy, so this will help people just to be accountable. Because I know for me, if I got to show up somewhere, then I do the work, right? If I made a commitment to be there, I'm there and I'm doing the work. So I just wanted to give people who really want to dig deep an opportunity to, and then, support them that with new experientials that aren't necessarily in the book. So today I picked 3 cards from Susan Burrell's inspirational cards, morsels of wisdom to brighten your day. So this is the first card I picked. Today I have the courage to face my life and live it from a deeper place of connection and love. And so one of my dreams, I'll just share with you, has been to have ongoing support groups, small groups that are intimate and people share and support each other in transformation. And to be honest, again, it's me doing my work and you guys get to all come along with me. I have always had small groups, small support groups since my 20s. And some of them have lasted 4 years. Some of them have lasted 10 years. But generally, it's a weekly opportunity to check in with yourself. And then also it's an opportunity to have reflection from others that can see us more clearly than we can see ourselves sometimes. And they've always been so helpful, and we've grown so much, all of us that have been in these different groups. So the journey circles, that's the intention. And then once we get done with the actual journey of the book, Live an Empowered Life, a 30-day journey, we will then build into empowerment circles. So I'm hoping that 2020 creates my vision of not only connection in small groups, but then those radiate out and multiply like cells, right? But stay connected. So just kind of peppering that in there, that there will be ongoing groups. And the reason why is that oftentimes, in my experience at least, people, we do a deep work, right? We dig in, we go, oh, wow, I'm different, I've changed, I'm brilliant, now. And then life catches up with us or trips us up, and then we become different again, right? Because we are dynamic beings, always changing. The thing that I know has caught me, blindsided me often, is when I think I've done all I need to do and now it's going to be just a free ride the rest of my life. And boy, look out, because it's not that life isn't a free ride. It can be free of entanglements. It can be free of negative thinking. It can be free of toxic individuals in your life. Those are the better kind of free rides. Get those people and things out. But life is a journey, and life is all about, on that journey, witnessing and watching and observing yourself. Sounds a little weird. Yeah. Well, when we become the observers of ourselves, we watch our behavior. And so if you're watching your behavior, you can, if you're aware, which I went unconscious the last couple of weeks, I'll own it. But when we are aware, we can avoid stressful situations, or we can be in the middle of a stressful situation and not have it affect our mental and emotional and physical health. So when you move into that observation point, life becomes calmer, life becomes more doable. I'm not going to say easy, because sometimes it just ain't easy, right? But the journey, especially to empowerment, inner empowerment, is ongoing. It's ongoing. It probably, I'll have to let you know later, but it probably goes on for lifetimes, right? So in joining a journey circle, you will be supported even when you don't feel like you wanna, right? Even though you don't feel like you wanna go another step on the journey. I've been talking to people that have been walking the Camino in Spain. And I talked to this one woman who recently came back, and she said it was not anything she had anticipated. She had a lot of learning curves, like around food that was offered at the different places they stopped. Again, also, could she take that next step on an 18-mile or a 20-mile walk? Things like that, that she thought she was ready for. And then when she got into the experience of it, she wasn't sure. And she was with another individual that I believe probably helped her keep going, plus the other people that were on the journey, the other people walking that track. So why not get some support with people that are, I want to say like-minded, that's so overused, but the people that are on a journey of self-transformation and be willing to become even more brilliant in their life, more empowered, and free from as many belief systems or ties that hold us back. So anyway, I picked another card of my inspirational cards today before I started this podcast. And this one is a quote by my favorite mentor, Ernest Holmes. And he says, "To live by inspiration means to sense the divine touch in everything, to enter into the spirit of things, to enter into the joy of living." And for me, being in the joy of living as opposed to the angst and the stress of living is very, very important. I didn't know that. I thought that the way I used to live my life was fun sometimes, was joyful occasionally, was loving. Yeah, you get the point. And it wasn't until I personally went through a really big, heart-shattering experience of divorce, and then having to pick up my pieces that I wanted and heal myself, that I realized that I had only been living maybe 10% of my happy life. Now, because of the work that I did, and again, I mentioned earlier, it's ongoing, I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. I love myself more. I respect myself more. I really try to take better care of myself, better self-care. There's days when I fall down on that, we all do, but I pick myself up again and start over or continue on or whatever that journey is. And I think it's important to get support. I had tons of support when I was going through my divorce, and people I trusted, and certain people for certain things. I would call one friend so she would make me laugh. I'd call another friend so she would listen to me whine and cry my story out. And I called another friend who could just say the most remarkable, intuitive things that would open up my perspective. And I would be able to see that there was actually a door at the end of the dark tunnel, or, a hole I could climb out of, or whatever it is, And so having that support, if you don't have an ongoing support system of friends and family, then the journey circles could well become that, because I am all about supporting each other and learning to love more than we ever have in our lives, and then take that out into our world, into our workplace, into our family life, into places where you want to volunteer or serve, you know, to serve with love that's anchored inside you, not going out there to find love so you can put it in that deep, dark hole within yourself, but really learning to love yourself so you can be more than you ever thought you could be. And certainly that's the journey I'm on right now. Wow, I got to tell you, it's a wow journey. So, Journey Circles starting in January. Go to the website, susanburrell.com. It's going to be under the book page, and you can register. They're small circles, everybody, so seating is limited. But we're also going to have a wait list. So if you want to do a wait list at some point, you can too, if January, starting in January, isn't the thing for you. So one last card from my Susan Burrell inspirational cards. And this one is a good one to end on. I am at peace. Oh, I'm just going to start crying. Hold on. Oh. I am at peace just where I am. I love and accept myself. And I hope someday you will too. And so it is. Namaste.